My name's Mazen and I'm very family oriented. I love my family very much.
My name is Jenna, and I'm a wardrobe stylist and yoga teacher.
Hey everybody, this is Kendall Long, and you are watching Down to Date, the podcast where we put two individual strangers in a podcast studio to see if they are match made in podcast heaven. I have Mazen and Jenna here with me today, and we're going to see if they are down to date. You guys ready?
Absolutely. Let's do
Sweet.
this.
Well, okay,
Hi, Jen.
so in the beginning, we are going to be getting rid of all of the surface level questions. I want you guys to tell your entire life story in 1 minute in as much detail as possible.
Oh, wow.
So that's, where you grew up, hobbies you have, family, pets, all the good stuff. So, Mazen, you're going to go first.
Okay, I'm on the hot seat.
Yeah, hot seat. Yeah, well, we have 1 minute on the clock. We're going to time you.
All right,
just
all
to
right, I'm on
add
the
to the
clock.
extra pressure. Okay, you have 1 minute on the clock.
Okay.
Your mark, get
1
set,
minute.
go.
Okay, cool. So my name is Mazen. We established that. I'm from Warren, Ohio. Like I said, I'm very family oriented. I'm 29 years old, a U.S. Navy veteran. Now, I love the area that I'm from very much, but, I use the Navy as a tool to get out of there, and it got me to beautiful California, So now I'm here pursuing my dreams. I'm definitely work oriented, but I am looking for something more. I'm a very passionate, person, outgoing, and so far, you seem very nice. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Kendall.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Man, you got a lot in. You have 18 seconds
Oh, I
left.
got all right,
Hobbies.
cool.
Bring out the hobbies.
Right, the hobbies. So I'm very active. I do like to work out. I go on a lot of walks. I like to see movies. And I love nature, really. I just like being outdoors. So, and I don't do yoga, but I would love to learn how to do yoga. So maybe
And
you can help
time
me with
is
that.
up. Hey, I like that. I like how you just had an even tone, a very calm tone throughout the whole thing. And I was like, man, you're rocking this.
Appreciate
You're rocking
that.
this minute. That was great, Mazen. All right,
Appreciate
Jenna, are you ready?
I guess so.
All right.
Let's do this.
We got a minute on the clock.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
My name is Jenna. I grew up in New Jersey. I've been in LA for 11 or 12 years. I'm a wardrobe stylist. I teach yoga. I'm Reiki master, so I do Reiki sessions. I have a jewelry company, so I like to work. I'm creative. I do a lot of creative stuff. What else? Hobbies and things for fun. I like to work out. I like to go hiking. I like to travel. I definitely like to eat. Going out to eat's big for me, or cooking, whatever. What else? I have a dog named Pluto. He's very cute. How much longer? 18 seconds.
You guys
What else?
stopped at the same
You're
time.
Yeah, I have a family of 5. They're a little crazy, so I'm used to loud and hectic, crazy things going on. So quiet is a little weird for me. Yeah.
Sweet. Man, you guys both.
Okay.
That was amazing. I
Both
was trying to soak
amazing.
you in like a sponge there. That's all.
There we go.
I like that. I like that analogy. It's great.
Right.
Cool. Well, we guys got all the surface level stuff out of the way. Now we're going to get into the scary stuff.
Oh, no.
This is the jar of questions no one wants to ask on a first date.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is the jar that everyone's doesn't want around, but it's here.
That's a lot of questions in there, too.
It's a lot of questions.
Apparently, there's
Thought
not a lot of questions you should ask.
I know. Oh, you want to go
should
first
I
then?
pick
You
or
know
you-
what,
Yeah.
Mazen?
Oh,
Go
I'm sorry.
for it.
I know
No,
I
please,
jumped the
please. All right, you'll go first.
All right.
I like that your enthusiasm.
Well, thank you very much, Kendall. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Ooh, what are your exes like?
My exes, they kind of all are creative in different ways, like an artist or a musician or stuff like that. All nice guys, still friends with most of them, or just don't have any bad blood, but
It's always a good sign, too.
nothing too crazy. I have one psycho ex.
Don't we all?
So there's always one.
Is he
He was
like-
pretty bad.
Yeah.
He was terrible.
Well, you
but
know,
I
there is
learned
always
a
one.
lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good to learn from the crazy ones. How about you, Mazen?
Yeah, and don't feel bad because I too have a crazy ex who spray
got
painted. We all have one, So I had an ex spray paint my car before, and it was
That's
not
pretty
just
bad.
a little bit. And my car was totally completely spray painted.
Like,
Wow,
like a different
that's, like-
color, or what did
Yeah,
they
it's
say?
like
Things
color?
like
I hate you.
Yeah, just like slurs all over my car.
Oh
Yeah, it was
my
like really, it
God.
was really bad.
Did you
know,
deserve
and
it?
Yeah,
I don't
what'd
think
you
I did
do?
because we were already broke up. But yeah, she just wanted to make sure that I was hurt.
Everyone
I think.
knew.
Yeah. You know.
Well,
It's
I
serious.
mean, hey, you know what? It's only a material thing.
It's only material
Yeah,
things.
no big
100%.
deal.
Scrape it off.
All right, Jenna, here you go.
Like,
Why are you
dun,
still
dun,
single?
dun. Ooh, that's a good question. All right, so honestly, I think I am still single because I am very work oriented, and up until this point, I just really haven't given enough time, given myself enough time to really get to know someone and commit to them. And sometimes I can have a little bit of a communication problem because I am so work oriented. I'm constantly looking for like the next work call or email, but I'm ready to move away from that. I am.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I like the honesty and transparency in that. How
you.
about you, Jenna? Why do you think you're still single?
Because I wanted to be, and
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's a perfect
yeah,
reason.
I'm focused on work right now, and I mean, I want to put myself out there and start dating because you have to, or you're never going to meet anybody. But yeah, I think I'm kind of picky, and I don't like talking about my feelings. So
welcome to the podcast where we talk about
Yes.
all the feelings.
All the
so
feelings.
this is helping. Yeah, I think that's why.
Okay, all right. All right, you're going to do one more.
All right.
Oh, not the Post-it note.
Not
Oh,
the
I
Post-it?
put mine back
Oh.
in there too. Honestly.
Oh, you're fine. We'll just talk about it again.
Okay. See if we have the same answers.
Let's see. What is something that you should probably do but will never do?
Should probably do, but will never do. That's kind of a hard one.
That is a hard one. I'm putting you on the spot.
Taxes. No, okay.
I do those, but I don't know if I'm doing them right all the time.
I don't know if I should
Probably
say.
should do. I don't know. I mean, I should probably be more organized with business things, but I probably never will.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty organized, but I should probably step it up with taxes and all those weird things that no one wants to do. But I
So adulting.
and yeah,
We need
I
some
think
more
there's a
adulting
level of
going on here.
adulting I might not ever get to.
yeah.
Well,
Hey,
I think that's a
welcome.
good thing, though,
I'll just
honestly,
have
because
someone else do it for me.
exactly, you know what I mean, where you get to a point in your life where you're doing very well, and you could delegate the things that you don't
Yes.
want to do.
I will
And-
delegate.
And I actually find that very attractive and appealing. Like if there's
Oh.
a part of you that just doesn't conform to, you know what I mean, like that
being an
adult
adult.
dry mindset. Yeah, you know what I mean. There's that youthful part of you, and I could definitely tell
way
you
to
have
look at
that. And so that's very.
What about you?
What about me?
Yeah, what about you? What's something that you should do but you probably never will do?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I do plan, right, but I think I could probably plan more, but I like to live in the moment. I do really like to be present in the moment. So like long term, I plan for the things I want, but like day to day, like I think I could be a lot more like hitting the targets, because I could just get I'm creative minded, which I like that about you too, because I could tell that you're creative minded and attracted to people with creative minds. So I think we have that in common. But yeah, so because I think I'm a creative mind, like I think sometimes the time, like the sense of time just gets lost to me,
Yeah.
and so I wish I was
Yep.
a little bit better with
Presence.
that.
More
Yeah.
presence in our lives. So those are I actually love those answers because I was actually like expecting something like skydiving.
Yeah.
I thought of that. That was the
First
first
thing
thing that went through my
like
head.
skydiving or
probably
going to
could do it.
Greece, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
But
I
hey,
probably will do those things at some point.
yeah,
so
that's
then
true.
I
You
didn't
can't
want to say
completely
that.
take it off the
Yeah.
table.
I'll go skydiving with you. I went one time. I went one time, and it was the craziest thing in the world.
Really,
Like,
I've heard that it hurts.
Oh,
like there's
Yeah,
pain.
I've heard weird things about it.
Probably just from squeezing your muscles so much.
Yeah.
I wasn't in pain, but it's a weird feeling. The second you jump, you want to catch yourself, and you're like, "There's
Ooh,
nothing there to catch you, buddy." Right?
Yes.
And then
Yeah, you're
as
sort
you're
of falling.
and seeing yourself physically falling farther and farther away from an airplane, it's the craziest thing in the world, and your
Wow.
stomach goes to your heart.
You kind of make me want to do it.
Oh,
Because
you
before, like
should.
that was my answer was like skydiving because I don't know if I ever really want to do that.
You like want
Well,
to, but
But
you
now I
might
kind of
not.
want to do
And
it.
you have a professional on your back, so was
Yeah.
cool. Like the guy I
Yeah.
went with, he had 4,000 jumps, and in that sport, you can't have
Wow.
any losses. You know, so I'm like,
Yeah,
this dude,
yeah,
this
you
guy
can't.
survived so many times.
4,000 and 0. I'll take my
Yeah.
chances.
All right, so this
We
is
got a
the
wheel.
spinning wheel
Ooh.
of games. I love games. Games are great. So this is I'm gonna have Jenna actually spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on is the game you guys are destined to play.
All right,
All right, let's do it.
the wheel of destiny.
That was such a weak spin.
I know.
That was such a weak spin. What was it?
Category.
Categories. I almost want you to do it again.
Okay,
because that was
should I
such
do
a
it
weak
again? Should I
spin.
do it
Yes.
again?
Give it.
Yeah.
Like a
you
wheel
can
of
go a little
fortune
bit, you
spin,
know.
yeah.
Like, it could be cheating if you're doing it the
Oh,
other
it
way.
almost did categories.
Oh, creature battle.
Oh.
All right.
Creature battle.
I love creature battle. So, this game may sound kind of familiar. It might be a ripoff of another game that exists already, but we're not going to talk about that.
Fair
So,
enough.
basically, in my hands, I have one deck of cards that has creatures, another deck of cards that has attributes. You guys are going to pick one creature card, two attribute cards, and that is your creature you're going to be battling with each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
This sounds fun.
So,
Got it.
all right. This is the creature cards. We're going to give them a nice shuffle here. All right. Mazen, you going to grab one of those?
Right, I will go with this one.
All right. You gonna grab one as well.
Ooh.
All right.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Now we have some attributes we have here. Would you like to grab two attributes?
This one and this
All
one.
right. And Jenna, grab two attributes. All right. Reveal your creature. What is your creature? Mazen, you go first.
So my creature is a loft cat made of fire with scissor hands, and he is also, or she is also riding a Pegasus.
Wow. Wait,
Yeah.
a what cat?
His faithful Pegasus.
Oh, no, what kind of cat is it?
A loft cat. They're
Oh,
just
sorry.
chills-
A 10-foot cat.
Oh, it's a 10-foot cat. Okay, 10-foot loft. You
Or
can
a
see.
loft
You can see where I
cat.
made that.
A
Yeah.
loft, like, what does a loft cat look like?
It's
Well,
just
10-foot
probably like
cat.
Garfield. I
my
think.
writing is a 10-foot cat made of fire
Yeah.
that's
so-
10-foot
riding
cat made of
Pegasus
fire.
and has scissor hands. All right, Jenna,
Okay,
what
I
is
like
your
that.
Okay,
monster?
so mine is a T-Rex.
Ooh.
It turns everything into chocolate
Ooh.
that it touches. An airbender.
Okay.
Well, that sounds
okay.
like an amazing
These
monster.
seem like some very evenly matched creatures.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, so you guys want to lay out your cards, and I want to see a creature battle. Mazen, why is your loft cat, your 10-foot cat made of fire with scissor hands and riding a Pegasus, why is that going to beat a T-Rex that turns everything that it touches into chocolate? That's an airbender.
Well, you know, we could fight, but I'm thinking we could really get along because I have scissor hands and she could turn everything she touches into chocolate. So she could touch things and then I could cut the chocolate up and we could eat the chocolate
We have the
together. But she has
peacemaker.
to feed it to me because my fingers
Yeah,
are made out of
hands.
scissors.
You're such a peacemaker. But this is
Wow.
a battle, Mazen. This is a battle.
All right. So if I have to go first, then I would say I'd probably ride in on my Pegasus just because that's really cool. And if you have a Pegasus, you got to utilize it, right?
Yeah.
And probably catch the T-Rex on fire.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'm a 10-foot fire
All
cat.
right, T-Rex, what's your move?
Well, I mean, I could probably just step on you because I'm a T-Rex, right?
Oh, but I'm on a Pegasus. I'm moving so quickly on the Pegasus.
True, you do have a Pegasus.
Uh-huh.
But if I just touched you, then you would become chocolate. So then I think I would win because you would melt.
That is a good point. I don't know how I can beat that argument.
I don't know about the
except-
airbender part of it, but I'm sure it would come in handy somehow.
So that means if I was on my Pegasus, you'd be able to like,
'Cause I'm
even
tall,
though I'm
so I could
flying,
just
you'd be able to
move
like
my
pull
arms
me
a
into
little.
you and then touch me into chocolate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you giving up this easily?
No,
You're
no.
such a peacekeeper, Mazen.
I'm not trying to. I'm just playing. I'm playing it through my head.
Guys,
It's
who
hard
said
to beat a
chivalry wasn't
T-Rex.
dead? You know,
Thank you.
chivalry's
Yeah.
not dead.
You're making
That's
me
just
blush.
letting the T-Rex win.
The
Wow.
T-Rex is winning.
I find a lot of happiness in that. Well, let's do a different game now that we have all of the creature battles going. All right, Mazen, you're gonna spin the wheel
Is it
of
my
games.
spin?
Yes,
All right.
that was a strong spin.
Strong spin.
Good spin.
2 truths and a lie.
Ooh,
Oh boy.
okay.
Truths and a lie.
I love this.
Okay.
Each of you guys are gonna have 2 truths and a lie, and you're gonna try to guess each other's lie.
Okay.
So, Jenna, you go first. 2 truths and a lie.
Okay. I
I'm
Two
listening.
truths. Okay.
Just peering in your souls over here.
Yeah. I've been to Greece. I've been to Portugal, and I am going to Ohio next month.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well-
All traveling themed. I appreciate the themes.
Yeah.
Madison, what do you
it's
think the
themed
lie
this
is?
time.
Well, let's see. Process of elimination. I don't think you're lying about going to Ohio because I'm from Ohio and no one goes to Ohio without a reason. So
That's not a lie.
Yeah.
Either one of those.
So Greece and Portugal. Well, let's see. I think that you've been to.
It's kind of a hard one.
Anticipation.
I think you've been to Portugal.
Good job.
Thank you.
right.
I appreciate that. Are you Or do you have a Portuguese background?
Well, according to 23andMe, I have like a little bit, but
Ah,
I've never heard anything about that, so I don't know.
That's cool. Yeah, 23
But I
is
loved
amazing.
it. It was awesome.
Did you? How long were you there for?
Like 2 weeks, and it was great.
That sounds
It's a
amazing.
really cool
Beauteous.
place.
All right, Mazen,
Uh-huh.
your turn. 2 truths
All
and a lie.
right.
This one's, like,
My
kinda hard.
turn.
It is a little
hard.
difficult to think of it on the spot, right?
So let's see. So I coached AYSO U6 youth soccer. I was a professional dancer for a while.
He laughs as he says that.
And my favorite color is pink.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
Wow,
so
this
the-
is a difficult
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
He's wearing a pink
You're
shirt,
wearing a pink
people.
shirt.
I am
It's
wearing a
pretty
pink
bright
shirt.
pink.
It's
so I would...
super duper pink.
Well, I think the soccer thing is true because it's pretty specific.
It was specific,
Yeah,
right?
that was too specific.
So
That's
that
true.
I feel like is true.
You-
And then
okay.
the next one, so is the color pink or you're a dancer? For some reason, I feel like you might have been a dancer for a little bit.
He seems like a
Yeah.
dancer, right?
Yeah.
You're
so that's
right.
true.
Yeah.
Cool. So your
That's cool.
favorite color is not pink.
It's not pink. It's
Oh,
turquoise.
turquoise.
I like the shirt because it's for a good cause.
Oh, I love
Like,
that.
We're gonna be on camera, kind of.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Rep the good causes. It was a tricky question
It was.
because you are wearing pink
Yeah,
currently.
and that's why I
That-
did
that
that.
was
I
a
wanted
bit
to throw this
appreciate that. I
curveball.
appreciate that. All right, so that is it for game time. Up next, stay tuned. We are going to be getting into in-depth question time after this break. Stay tuned, guys. One of the things I love about my Apple Watch is how easy it makes my daily routine. And that is anything from an alarm that wakes me up in the morning and also driving on the road when I don't want to be distracted by fondling my phone. I can just take a phone call on my watch and not miss any work calls. And so it just makes it super convenient for someone who's on the go like me all the time. But here's something new that I love about my Apple Watch. It helps me take my personal trainer with me wherever I go. I use an app called Future that has changed the way I'm hitting my workout goals. Future pairs you up with one of their world-class trainers, and coaches create your personalized workout plan, tailored specifically to your schedule, your routine, your goals, and your process. So there's so many different kinds of workouts out there, and Future helps you find the workout that really works for you. And there's no excuse. It is on your wrist. You can't run away from your workout. Your trainer's right there. Well, maybe you would want to run with the workout on your wrist, but you don't want to run away. You want to run towards your goals, not away from your goals. Future is just a phenomenal app, and the reason why I love this kind of workout is because I'm on the go all the time. I travel a lot. I have a podcast. I'm a busy woman, and you have the trainer with you on your wrist. So you could be anywhere. You don't have to be at a gym. You can be in Quebec, wherever you are, you can take it with you. And so I feel like that's the best way to work out, is how it works with your schedule, your lifestyle, where you travel, no matter where you go, make it happen. And that's where Future comes in. Sign up for Future today at tryfuture.com/long and get 50% off your first month. That's tryfuture.com/long for 50% off your first month. Tryfuture.com/long. All right, everybody, welcome back to Down to Date, the podcast where we put two complete strangers into a podcast studio. We are in the middle of our episode now, and we are going to be getting a little bit in depth. So in front of you guys are a stack of flashcards, and you guys are going to be interviewing each other with the questions that are on the flashcards.
Ooh.
The only rule I have is you both have to answer the question that you read. So I want to get to know both answers to the question. But I'm
Sounds
not
fair.
going to be in the podcast studio.
Oh.
You guys are going to be doing this on your own. I trust you.
Okay.
What traits do you value most in a person?
What traits? Honesty, and passion and empathy. Really, people who can't relate to other people and what they're going through, and realize the fact that life is hard, and everyone's just, doing their best to get through as well as they can, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's big to me. Empathy.
Good answer.
Yeah, thank you very much. So
I feel like mine would be honesty.
Honestly,
Probably.
100%. And you got to be honest, because like a relationship, that's the foundations of any relationship. And if you don't have trust and honesty, like if you can't trust the person you're with to not hurt you, you know, or not lie to you, you know, then
Right.
it's like how strong really is a relationship,
True.
you know? Cool. I like that. So what is a trait you wish you had?
A trait I wish I had.
Mhm.
To get up early without having to drag myself, like be a morning person, like just wake up like
Yes.
and be ready to go.
Right, dude, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
Jenna.
I wish I had that happening.
So that's the trait.
Is
Yeah,
that
like
a trait? Is that a
No, 100% it is.
Yeah,
There are
just be,
people
like,
who
ready
like
to
get
go
up,
early.
yeah, who like they put on their tennis shoes and like the second they wake up, and that's not me. I need a cup of coffee and sometimes two. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so I definitely feel you on that one. Yeah, and so much so, I'm gonna say that's the trait I wish I had too. That like
Okay.
that I could be productive like within like 10 minutes of waking up, because you wake up. You know, and some people argue against it. They're like, you need that time to wake up and you know, just ease into your day, or like your power hour, whatever it may be. But I think a lot of times that's unrealistic to think that's the world
Yeah.
we live in. You wake up and you're getting bombarded. It's like you need to get productive now. You know?
Yep.
So I feel you.
Check your emails.
Oh yeah. We both did. You took conference calls and I checked my email this morning. So it's like
Exactly.
we know the struggle.
Okay. What do you think the opposite sex finds attractive about you?
Oh wow.
That's
I try to be pretty humble. I don't put much thought into it. If anything, I think probably that I'm genuine. You know, I really don't try to be anything that I'm not. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we're all influenced by things, but really I do try and be genuine, and I try to be honest and very positive. You know, I don't have much time in my life for negativity, so
Yeah.
I try and build up the people who are around me, and I think that might be a very attractive.
Yeah, that's a good trait.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And what about you?
I feel like usually being creative is probably something that initially attracts
Yeah.
people to me. Yeah, and then we kind of just vibe on that. So I feel like that's always like an underlying thing,
Done.
being creative and yeah, being kind of straightforward with things.
100%. I do
That's my
like
guess.
that. I do like that you're creative too.
Oh, I asked you that.
We're
one.
both creative minded, so that's definitely a plus.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's always a plus.
It definitely is.
Your turn.
Is it my turn? Ooh.
I don't know.
You
What
ready
is
for it?
I don't know.
Well, what is your relationship like with the opposite sex?
What is my relationship like with the opposite sex?
Mm.
Like someone I'm dating or yeah.
However you want to answer. I won't be
Um,
too hard on you.
well, I feel like good, I guess. I don't know. I have a lot of guy friends,
Mhm.
so I think I can relate to guys in a way that's, you know, I don't know. I feel like so many people are against men right now, and it's become a thing. So, and then when I'm dating somebody, I think my relationship towards them is, I don't know, communicative. I try to communicate when I'm actually dating. Before, it's usually not so good.
Yeah.
And it has to be easy for me. If it becomes something that's always a struggle, then I'm gonna just walk away from it.
I think that's a very good answer. Very good answer.
So your answer.
My answer. So yeah, I mean, it is kind of crazy. We do live in a day and age where a lot of people are against, well, just don't like men in general right now, right? Does it feel like
Kind
that?
of.
Kind of. Because my sister and I, she's a feminist, and we have a lot of talks about that. And I think my relationship with the opposite sex is honestly, I try to be very respectful, you know, and professional. I try and treat the woman I encounter in my life like the way I'd want people to treat my mother and my sister, to be
Yeah.
honest. You know, so really I think that's my rule of thumb. I try to be I try to treat them the same way I'd want to be treated too.
Yeah.
You know, no
Like,
different than
everyone should. But...
like everyone should, you know. And I really don't think I treat men and women any differently. Just because I don't, you know, I try to look past sex and color and see moral fibers, so really,
Right.
yeah.
That's a good answer.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I think in general, though, my relationship with the opposite sex is pretty good.
Good.
And healthy. But
Nice.
we are living in turbulent times, though. So sometimes it's like you're just kind of trying to to hold on and just not make
Not
any
piss people
enemies and
off.
not butt heads with people. I'm not here to butt heads. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
Hi, Kendall.
I'm gonna keep picking things over here. Hello, guys. I really loved those answers were extremely thoughtful, which I really appreciated. I was actually eavesdropping on the other side, so full disclosure,
were.
I
You
was
had no
spying
idea.
on both of you. All right, so next we're going to be going into honesty time. So this is the section where we get a little real. I'm going to have, let's see, Jenna, would you mind staying with me first?
Sure.
And Mazen, would you mind giving us a little bit of privacy?
Absolutely. I'll
you so much. See you in a bit.
soon.
Honesty time. All right, Jenna. So I'm curious, what was your first thought when you met Mazen?
He's very sweet. He's
Oh.
very friendly, and he definitely just kind of is easy to vibe with and talk to.
Yeah.
You feel welcome.
I feel that. I feel he's very extremely genuine.
Yeah,
That's
for
what I
sure.
got from him. Genuine and just out
He's
there.
like, this is me.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Are there any things that make you think, well, maybe this is someone that I'm not interested in dating, or is it just the opposite? Or
Nothing specific right away. I mean, I feel like he's a little young for me, maybe.
you said he was 29?
Yeah. I mean, he's not that much younger, but I've just been trying to date people my age or older because I find that it becomes an issue.
Oh, really? How so?
That just me not, I don't know, I just feel like I'm always dating someone who we're both kind of creative and trying to make it work, and that has not worked for me. So I'm trying to date people who I normally would not date because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, they have a corporate job or this, that,
So you're
or the
looking
other.
for the
I'm
serious,
looking for something a little more
long-term-
serious because
It makes sense. I mean,
yeah,
it's fair. It's definitely fair.
who's doing something a little different than I'm doing.
Yeah. Would you say Mazen is someone that traditionally you be into dating?
I would probably entertain the thought, yeah,
Okay.
after hanging out more a little bit. But I'm more of a friend, and that turns into dating kind of a thing.
I find that being
So-
friends first is a good way to enter
Yeah.
into.
Seems that's always how it happens for me. So
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I can't blame you. I feel like in a lot of some of my some of my most successful relationships were the ones where I had that strong core of
Right.
friendship before I went into the relationship. Okay, so at the end of this, there is going to be a time when we say, if you guys are down to date, what do you think Mazen's going to say?
I feel like he might say yes
Yeah.
because he just seems
He's so positive. Yeah, and he's
I
so,
feel like
and
he would
seems a
just
little
be like
smitten
yes
kitten.
to anybody who could be possibly
I
cool.
don't know. I feel like he's a little smitten kitten. I
Really?
think yeah, I do
Maybe
think
a
that.
little, yeah.
I do think that. But
But he's
That's just me.
he's very positive, so I feel like he could be
yes, extremely positive, extremely he seems like somebody who
very happy.
very happy, and I feel like if he what was interesting that I noticed about him is that when you were saying things that maybe were your faults, he automatically
Was
went
making
into, hey, no, you're an artist, you know,
Yeah,
you
go against the rules.
yeah, and I was like,
that's
man,
really cool.
he could spin literally anything into, which is an amazing attribute,
Yeah.
into something positive and something happy. So I was just observing that, and I found
Yeah.
that to be really interesting. All right, well,
That's
we are
a good
going.
person to have around.
Right? I know. I was like, it's a good person to have in your corner.
Yeah.
We're going to bring Mazen in right now, and then we're going to see what his honesty boils down to.
All right.
All right. See you in a bit. Okay. Honesty time. You are the most genuine, sweet person I
Thank
think
you,
I've ever
Kendall.
had on this podcast.
I appreciate that very
In
much.
all
I really,
honesty.
I do appreciate it. Thank
Yeah.
you saying that.
Like,
and
one
you
thing-
seem very genuine too.
Thank you so much. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
The thing I loved is that you have the ability to turn every situation into happiness and positivity, which
my
is
thing.
extremely admirable.
Thank
so congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations
I
for being an
really-
amazing person.
Honestly, I appreciate you saying that a lot. That's very kind of you. And thank you so much for having me. This has been
Oh man, it's been a pleasure, honestly. Okay, so now getting down to the dating side of
Down to the-
everything. What was your first reaction to meeting Jenna?
I really like Jenna, honestly. Yeah. Really love that she's creative minded. She's an East Coast girl, and I'm an East Coast guy originally. You know, so we have that in common. Yeah, I think she's genuine and honest. Yeah, she seems like a really good person, like a genuine good person, and that's what I'm looking for at this point in my life. You know, I am attracted to her as well. You know, I think she definitely is
doesn't hurt.
attractive. It never hurts. But you want, at this point in my life, I'm looking for more, you know, than more than just physical attraction. So like I feel like we are like-minded. You know what I mean? Like-minded and looking for similar things. So yeah, I definitely like Jenna.
Well, you said that you were single for a while, and you were more so right now you're in a different phase in your life. Do you know what triggered that like response to want to have more of like a serious relationship?
You know, that's a very good question. Just connection. You know, I don't think anyone wants to, you know, go through this world alone, you know, but I was very okay with being by myself too, just like Jenna said. It's like I was single because I wanted to be, you know, and it's getting to that point where there are times where like I feel like I'd enjoy myself sharing my, you know, companionship with someone. Yeah. So I've been starting to think about that more and more often recently, you know. So I think the universe is giving me some signs that it's you know,
some dating signs.
Some dating signs.
What's your traditional type? I'm curious.
Like the girl next door type, honestly.
Okay.
Is usually
define
like
girl
my
next
thing.
door.
You know, like could hang, you know, kind of like maybe tomboyish a little bit, might a little, you know, be into sports, just willing to do, you know, whatever the guys do. Yeah, but sweet, like not trying to be more than she is, you know what I mean, and being okay and happy with that, you know, not trying to do too much.
Yeah,
know?
not trying to put on a show for people, but more so being like genuinely themselves.
Yes, 100%.
That's the word of the day, genuine.
Genuine.
I love it.
I love it too.
So at the end of this podcast, we do reveal if you guys are ready to go on another date or not. What do you think Jenna's going to say?
I hope she says yes. I like Jenna a lot, yeah.
All right, we're going to bring Jenna in, and we're going to see if you guys are down to date. Are you ready?
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, everybody, this is the moment of truth, the time in Down to Date where we see if these two individuals are down to go on a second date. So I have a flashcard in front of you. There's one side that says down, one side that says not. I want you to reveal to the camera which one you decide on the count of 3, and also say in your microphones what you say, down or not.
Definitely.
All right. Are you guys ready to make it real? Drum roll. 1, 2, 3. So sorry, I said not.
Oh.
All right. I'm always curious behind people's decisions. So
Do we get to say why?
Yes.
Okay. I just think you're a little young for me, but I also think that you're really awesome. And I mean, I would love to connect as friends,
Absolutely.
but dating, I just don't think that it would work.
Right. That's fair. That's very fair. I thought you were very cool too. You know, you're creative minded and attractive, you know. So yeah, no, that's cool though.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on to the podcast. You guys are extremely genuine and just like upfront, and that's the kind of stuff that I love having on a podcast like this. But guys, tune in next time to see if our next couple is down to date. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.